Mr. Matthew Cox and Mr. Derek Scott. Head coach, Mr. Bill Slaughter. The reserve for the Chatham Central Bears, outfielder number 4, Chris Hutchinson. Number 5, Wes Little. Number 21, Chris Hart. Number 22, Casey Beal. Number 23, Hunter McDaniel. Number 24, Philip Cole. And number 28, Trey Harvey. Starting lineup for the Chatham Central Bears. Number 1,
this thing
Kyle
doesn't even look
Scott.
like it's in focus.
Number 2, Keith Josie. Number 3, Matthew Brown. Number 6, Spencer Andrews. Number 7, DJ Dean. Number 8, Aubrey Johnson. Number 10, Spencer Moody. Number 11, Cole Hudson. Number 12, Jonathan Sessoms. And number 25, Seth Keepitt. The umpires for today's game are from the Eastern Plains Officials Association based in Elm City, North Carolina, Babe Allen booking agent. They are Mr. Kelvin Horn, Mr. Brad Thompson, Mr. Jack Nashette, and Mr. John Hawley. And now, ladies and gentlemen, if you would at this time, please rise to honor America and the playing of our national anthem.
Still do down there. How'd you get down there?
Not yet 5 o'clock, but the umpires are ready and they say, hey, we're set to go. So here we are. The first pitch of the game is going to be about 7 or 8 minutes early before the scheduled time. There's no beating around the bush here in this one. It looks like Devon Brown will lead things off for the Vikings. Here's the first pitch of the game. It's outside for a ball 1, and Josie falls behind in the count. Good crowd in attendance here from Chatham Central, but we need a whole lot more support from the guys and boys in red. There's a pitch down the middle. That is a strike. Strike 1. The count now 1 ball and 1 strike here on Devon Brown. We're just underway in the first inning. Gary Leonard's going to be joining us here in just a couple of minutes. Here's the next pitch by Josie. That one's tagged down the first baseline, but goes foul and goes out of play over out into the parking lot area. So the count now 1 ball and 2 strikes here on Devon Brown. In the on-deck circle is Ryan McClaney, the shortstop. Here's Josie as he looks in to make the next pitch. That one's tagged pretty well. It's going to be a base hit, and Devon Brown leads things off for the Vikings with a single. And no, it's going to be a double. He'll make it all the way into second base. So a great start for the Vikings here this afternoon. Ryan McClaney, the shortstop. No score here. We're in the first inning. The game got started just a bit early here this afternoon. They were all ready, so they say let's play ball. Here's the next pitch. That one's tagged pretty well. It's going to be knocked down by the shortstop, but there's not going to be a play in time at the first base. And so 2 hits back-to-back. J.D. White, the right fielder, coming to the plate now for the Vikings. So no outs here, and the Bears are in a little bit of early trouble here in the outstretch of the first inning here with runners on first and second with nobody out. Josie looks in, makes the pitch. Beautiful bunt. Josie fields it, cleans it, throws it to first, out there, but the runners move over. Man on third now, man on second now, fielder's choice, out number one. Zach Andrews, the catcher, coming to the plate now for the Vikings.
Andrews.
If Keith can strike him out. Josie looks in, makes the pitch. That one's upstairs for a ball. Beautiful grass infield, of course, here at NC State. The Wolfpack lost their first game today to Stanford in the NCAA tournament. Here's the next pitch by Josie. That one's tagged pretty well, and that's going to bring in a run. Did it? No, a great catch. No, it was not a catch. Carl Hudson was going to catch it. They didn't. Runner comes in from third to score, and it's 1-0. Because I actually thought the ball bounced in front of Hudson, but Hudson made a great catch out there. Here's the next pitch by Josie. That one's tagged pretty well. Hudson's got a beat on it in center field and makes the out. But not before. The Vikings score 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, 1 man left, and it's 1-0 in favor of the Vikings after the top half of the first inning. Pitch by Britton is downstairs for a ball, so the count now 1-1 here. We're in the bottom half of the first inning. The Vikings scored 1 run in that first inning. A couple of base hits. Here's Britt. The next one is outside for a ball. For the count now, 2 balls and 1 strike. Britt looks in, makes the next pitch, and that one's hit pretty well by Hudson, but I believe the right fielder, White, is going to make the play out there. Is he going to run out of room? No, he didn't. He almost ran out of room, but he's able to make it over there against the fence, Coach. A good catch out there by White.
It definitely was, and I thought Cole did a good job of trying to go to right. This looks like a typical high school pitcher. He's going to stay on the outside part of the plate and make you hit the ball the other way a little bit, so hopefully we will.
Spencer Moody, the left fielder, coming to the plate now for the Bears. Moody coming in with a .380 average. Here's Britt as he'll make the next pitch. That one is hit right over to the third baseman. Nice stab. Makes the throw to first. Pulled him off the bag, and we got a base runner.
Good hustle down the line.
He looks in, makes the delivery. That one tagged pretty well. Left fielder's got a bead on it, going back. It goes over his head. We're going to score at least 2 runs. And there's a 2-run lead, or 1-run lead for the Bears.
Nice piece to hit by Josie. Turns to left fielder.
Keith Josie with an RBI, 2 RBIs. Runner for Josie now. Here's the delivery by Josie. That one is going to be hit over Kivett's head, and it might drive in a run. There is a throw at the plate. Johnson is not going to get it. So it's going to be an RBI for Zach Andrews.
Nice job of keeping runners on first and second. Aubrey did a...
Brown and Godwin. Here's Josie. That one is going to be another base hit, and that might knock in another run. It is. It's 5-4 now. They're trying to throw him out of second. They threw it over the head, and he gets in there to Michael Smith. Gets an RBI, and it's 5-4. If Devon Brown can knock the Michael Smith in, and that one's going to be hit well, and it's going to go over the head of Scott. The game is tied. Trying to run in the third base. They're going to try to get Devon Brown at third, but they won't do it. He's got a triple, and the game is tied at 5.
Tell you what, they came back swinging the bats right here.
Standing Central's way of bringing home another state championship. Here's Britt as he looks in. Makes the play in. Brown. Aubrey Johnson delivered a hit. 2 runs are going to score. Maybe 3 runs. Kivett's coming across the plate. He's going to score 2. Aubrey's going to stand up with a triple. The Bears have retaken the lead. Aubrey Johnson delivers a triple that knocked in 3 runs. The bases were loaded. and Johnson cleared him.
Big time hit, David.
I think Devon. That dark cloud's getting a little bit closer to us now, Coach, unfortunately. That ball is hit well. It's out of here.
Yep.
It's a home run for Britt. Thank goodness nobody was on board. Daniel Britt got all of it, and all Spencer Moody could do was just turn around and look at it sail over the left field fence. A solo homer by Daniel Britt.
That's a well-hit ball.
He cranked it on out of here.
Hey, West Columbus is a good team. They keep coming back.
That's Britt's 7th home run. I tell you what, Neely has got some movement on his balls. Those things start in the middle and then break to the outside. It's a full count now at 3-2. Base runner here would be nice. And instead, it's popped up by Andrews. Andrews hit that ball well. It's going back. It's out of here. Spencer Andrews with a home run over left field, over the RBC Centura Bank. It's a solo homer for Spencer Andrews. We told you there's a lot of Central. Game 1 is in the history books, but it was a very, very close one. We'll come back and wrap up our post game right after these messages. 5 o'clock this afternoon. With us now is a guy that actually wound up hitting the winning run, Spencer Andrews. Spencer, congratulations to you, buddy.
Appreciate
what did you think when you hit that ball, man?
Felt good. It really felt good. I didn't know it ended up being, that big of a hit, but it definitely did.
I tell you what, it wound up being the difference in this game, Spencer. We saw how the Vikings just continued to claw their way back. What a heck of a first game this was. The momentum kept swinging back and forth last night. We had 2 rain delays, and it seemed like every time we would get the momentum, it would rain, then they would get it back.
Yeah, it definitely went both ways. I mean, it was 2 or 3 momentum swings, big ones, and they went on a couple of rallies. I mean, we had a couple. And thank the Lord, I hit that one out.
And that was your first homer of the year, is that right?
First homer on the year. Had one last year, but that was the first one this year.
And boy, what a heck of a time to have it here.
Yeah.
Hit it over that RBC Centura scoreboard sign out there in left field here at Doak Field. Spencer, of course, is going to be playing baseball next year for High Point University. But Spencer, how important was it for the Bears to get this first game under their belt?
First game, definitely. I mean, that's our main objective. We got to get that first game.
Yeah.
Last year, we wanted it, but didn't quite get it. And this year is definitely big. And we know, we got the momentum now. We got the bigger, the bigger momentum, and we're just glad to have it, and we're gonna ride it into the second game.
Spencer, congratulations to you again, buddy.
Appreciate it.
Great solo homer. Spencer Andrews proves to be the winning difference in this game. We'll come back here and wrap up our post game right after this. Hudson goes 4 innings, gives up 3 runs on 7 hits. Cole didn't strike out anybody, didn't walk anybody, but he's able to get the win, and Hudson's record is now 3-0 on the year, so congratulations going out to Cole Hudson, who gets the win on the mound tonight for Chatham Central. 3-1 the count. Here's White as he wheels around. Hits that one. Kivett got a hold of it. He ripped it. It's going to hit the bottom of the fence, and Kivett's going to round first base. He's going to stand up at second base. A double for Seth Kivett. Should Johnson get on, Sessoms is standing by in the on-deck circle as the DH. Here's the delivery by White. Tag up the middle. That's going to be a base hit. Aubrey Johnson. Kivett's going to come in to try to score. They got to play at the plate. Kivett's going to get in there, though. They've got Albdog, though, in a rundown, but he gets back to first safely. An RBI single by Aubrey Johnson. Upstairs for ball number 2. 2-0 the count to McLeany. No outs here. Bottom of the first. 1-0 Bears, but a runner in scoring position here for the Vikings. Kivett looks in, makes the delivery, and it is in there for a ball, and Devon Brown stole third base. So Kivett looks into McCleany. Here's the delivery by Kivett. It's inside for a ball, and he'll take his base. So the first walk of the afternoon. Nice to get these guys on the corners out. Here's the delivery by Kivett. Johnson throws it back to Kivett. So you got to play at any plate. But a hit here could open things up for the Vikings. Right now the Bears have a 1-point lead, or 1-run lead we should say, but that is a precarious lead right now. Here's Kivett in the delivery. That one is tagged well, and that is going to bring in 2 runs. My goodness, Brown is going to score. McCleany's going to score. So is J.D. White. He's going to score. It is 3-1 West Columbus. Here's the next one. That one is tagged pretty well. But coming out in left field is Josie to make the play. There is a throw to the plate, and it's not going to be in time. It's going to be a sac fly. So the count now, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And get Smith out, maybe we'll be all right. Here's the delivery by Kivett. That one is hit to Brown at third. Throws over to first, and he got it. Finally, we're out of the inning. But not before the Vikings score 4 runs on 3 hits, and they lead here in the top half of the second inning. Here's the next delivery by Wide. It's popped up by Hudson. Should be playable by Devon Brown, and it is playable. Runners are going to tag, and they'll advance. So Dean gets... Kivett looks in, makes the delivery. Again, Brown's going to try to steal. He'll steal third with no problem. Boy, the next delivery. That one is hit to Andrews at short. Makes a throw home. They didn't get him, though. They did not get him. Andrews hesitated a bit. Here's the next delivery. Swing and the miss, and they tag him out. Play at the plate. They're not going to have a play because a runner come in to score. The runner got up there to first base, and here's White as he'll look in, make the delivery, hit right to the shortstop McCleany, and he bobbles it. And there's going to be an error. They're going to say that Kivett was tagged out at second. How in the world could that be? Game 3 scheduled for tomorrow if necessary. That one is hit right to the shortstop. Throw to second, got it. Strike here on Brett Godwin. That one's in there for a ball, and another walk. Walks in every inning. That's 5. Again, they're going to try to throw Brown out just to keep him honest over there. I don't know how many bases that Brown has scored, but now they're going to pick him. They're going to try to pick him off. It's going to get past the first baseman, and Devon Brown is going to get all the way over to third base. That's what happens when you keep going back to the well too many times. Looks in, makes the delivery. That one is going to be a hit, and a run is going to score. 2 runs are going to score. 3-1 the count now. Here's another pitch by Andrews. That one tagged pretty well. That might be gone. It's a home run if it stays fair. It is a fair ball and a home run by Zach Andrews. Zach Andrews just cranked it out of here for a homer. Well, we'll be back here for Game 3 tomorrow. It's 9-1 now. And now they're going to give it up. I think that turned the momentum around early. Here's Neely's. He kicks around. Hit to third. Brown tags the base, and that's it. Your final score is going to be 9-2.
Well, Britt is going to be going to Elon, where the Phoenix made a trip to the NCAA tournament and beat Mississippi State, and then were beaten by Clemson yesterday. They'll play Mississippi State again today in an elimination game. That ball is tagged well by Sessoms. Brown is going back in center field to try to catch it. He'll make a leap and catch it to rob Sessoms of a base hit. Only Devon Brown could make that play out in center field.
Dovin ended up on the warning track with it, didn't he?
He did. DJ Dizzy Dean is in the on-deck circle. Here's Britt as he'll make the delivery. And that one is hit right past the third baseman. Got a tip on the glove, but he couldn't get it. It's going to be at least a double here for Andrews, as he'll stand up on second base. Well, Brown did get a glove on it. Here's Britt as he'll make the delivery. That one is tagged pretty well. That's a base hit, and that's going to bring in Mr. Andrews. Central's going to take the lead 1-0 on an RBI single by DJ Dizzy Dean.
Shortstop got caught going to the bag a little bit on that ball, and
make the delivery, and that one is hit right up the middle for a base hit by Keith Josie. Went right up the pitcher's mound. Britt had to get out of the way of it. That's 3 hits in a row by the Chatham Central batters. And Matthew Brown, Andrews, that one tagged pretty well. That's going to be a base hit. 2 runs are going to score. The Bears lead 4-0. 2 RBIs for Spencer Andrews.
Nice piece of hitting right there.
Here's McClaney in the delivery. And that's going to be a base hit, and at least one more run is going to score. Keith Josie is going to come in to score.
David, we brought our hitting shoes today.
Yes, sirree. 18 hits here this afternoon for the Bears. 9-3 is your score. Runners on the corners now on first and third. Matthew Brown's over on third. Spencer Moody, who is 2 for 4, is coming to the plate here for West Columbus. And are they going to make another pitching change, Coach? On Sackett here for Ryan McClaney. 7-3 Bears lead, top of the 7th. Base hit there. That's going to be a base hit for Matthew Brown. He's going to deliver 1 run. An insurance run. Wes Little comes around to score. And it's an RBI for Matthew Brown. That one is going to be a base hit, and another run is going to score. How about 2 runs score?
He's going to try 2. Yep.
Going to try for 2. 2 more runs are going to score.
They're excited. Come on, Cole.
Here's a delivery by Hudson.
Got him.
Swing and the miss.
Got him.
And the Bears are the state champions. A mob.
Big pile
in the middle of the field.
There goes the water. Coach Slaughter just caught it.
The final score, 13-3. The Bears are the 2006 1A state champions. Listen to these fans, a standing ovation from the Chatham Central faithful that have made the trip here to Raleigh, our state capital. Awards presentations, MVP, and more on the way.
Mr. Chasen Ford. Mr. Terrence Featherson. Mr. Ryan McClenny. Mr. Stephen Neely. Mr. DeMichael Smith. Mr. Corey Duncan. Mr. Brett Godwin. Mr. Daniel Britt. Mr. J.D. White. Mr. Blake McPherson. Mr. Timothy Brown. And Mr. Zach Andrews. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we would ask the head coach of the West Columbus Vikings, Mr. Ricky Young, to accept the runner-up coach's plaque. And now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we would like to present the runner-up team plaque. Would the captains and head coach Ricky Young of the West Columbus Vikings come forward to receive the state runner-up plaque. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2006 1A runner-up, West Columbus Vikings.
medals and the
Now,
plaque.
ladies and gentlemen, we would like to present the championship medals to the Chatham Central Bears. Mr. Kyle Scott.
Coach Gary Leonard, athletic director, going down now to congratulate his guys, and we're going to try to get words from as many of these players as we can, because this is a very special time in their lives.
Mr. Chris Hutchinson. Mr. Wes Little. Mr. Spencer Andrews. Mr. D.J. Dean. Mr. Aubrey Johnson. Mr. Spencer Moody. Mr. Cole Hudson. Mr. Jonathan Sessoms. Mr. Chris Hart. Mr. Casey Beal. Mr. Hunter McDaniel. Mr. Philip Cole. Mr. Seth Tibbett. And Mr. Bray Harvey. And now, ladies and gentlemen, to present the head coach's championship plaque, we would ask that head coach Bill Slaughter step forward to receive the championship coach's plaque. And now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we would ask head coach Bill Slaughter, his team captains, to step forward and receive the state 1A championship plaque. Ladies and gentlemen, your state 1A Athletic Association champion, the Chatham Central Bears.
Well, Keith Josie's getting a ride on the shoulders of his fellow teammates.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, there are a number of outstanding performances.
Here's your winner on the mound. Here's your MVP announcement.
One player has been selected as the most valuable player based on a vote of media representatives covering this game. This player batted .445 with 5 RBI, 1 double, and 1 home run. The 2006 MVP champion is Mr. Spencer Andrews.
Spencer Andrews is your MVP.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause for both the West Columbus Vikings and the Chatham Central Bears for an excellent 1A championship series.
Well, the Bears win it 13-3 to win the 1A state championship. And, Coach, this is what it's all about. This is what these seniors have been waiting so long for, and it happens here this afternoon on a sunny field at Doak Stadium.
They'll never forget it, David. It's been a wonderful afternoon for them, that's for sure.
Well, they made it here last year. Were very disappointed, had to taste that bitter pill for the better part of the year. They come here this year. They make amends. Now the traditional handshake by members of all of the teams. Well, here are your leading hitters for Chatham Central in this state championship game. Cole Hudson went 2 for 5 and had an RBI. Spencer Moody went 2 for 4 here this afternoon. Or was it 2 for 5? Let me see. 1, 2, 3. It was 2 for 5. Spencer went 2 for 5 here this afternoon. Seth Kivett went 2 for 2. Got on board on a fielder's choice and also got on board on a walk. Aubrey Johnson went 2 for 4, had 2 RBIs, got on board on a fielder's choice. He was one of the candidates for the MVP.
Jonathan Sessoms went 1 for 5 here this afternoon. Spencer Andrews went 4 for 5 here today and had 4 RBIs. Spencer Andrews is your MVP for the tournament. DJ Dean went 3 for 4. DJ had a great tournament. He had 3 RBIs. He got on board on a walk as well. Keith Josie, the winning pitcher, goes 2 for 4 here today. Matthew Brown goes 2 for 4 and has 2 RBIs. Altogether, a total of 20 hits for the Bears here this afternoon. 2 errors by Chatham Central. For the Vikings, only 4 hits this afternoon. They also committed 2 errors. Devon Brown went 0 for 4. Ryan McCleany went 1 for 3, got on board on a walk. J.D. White 1 for 2, got on board on a walk and an error. Zach Andrews went 1 for 3. Daniel Britt went 2 for 3, had an RBI. Brett Godwin 0 for 2, got on board on an error. Bradley Cottrell went 0 for 2 here this afternoon. Let's see, Neely went 0 for 1 here today. That's Stephen Neely. Timothy Brown went 0 for 2, got on board on a walk, and DeMichael Smith went 0 for 3 here this afternoon, and he got on board. No, he didn't. He went 0 for 3 here this afternoon. So 4 hits for the Vikings here today as they wind up their season at 28-4. The winning season for the Bears brings them a state championship with a record of 27-7 as they come away with 20 hits here this afternoon. We'll come back here, try to get a few comments or tape there, but we're waiting on Spencer and Keith to come in here. Of course, as you might well imagine, they were getting congratulated by all of their teammates and all of their fans out there, and also family members as well. It's meant so much to all of these 10 seniors at Chatham Central for the Bears to win the 2006 state championship. So congratulations to the Bears here for their victory over West Columbus. We'll come back. The guys are on the way right after this. University, where the Chatham Central Bears have just won the 1A state championship with a 13-3 win over the Vikings of West Columbus. And with us now is their MVP and the guy that we talked with yesterday, Mr. Spencer Andrews. Spencer, congratulations to you. Tell us what kind of emotions you're going through right now.
Crazy emotions. I'm surprised I can speak right now. It's definitely hard, but you know, we finally put it together. What we all dreamed of since we were 2 or 3 years old. You know, finally got it together and, you know, won that state championship. Ready to go get our rings now.
Well, Spencer went 4 for 5 today, had 4 RBIs today, and of course was the MVP of this tournament. And you know, this is a happy time when you look back at it, Spencer, and I know you guys have been playing together for a lot of years, but also a sad time in a way as well, because this will be the last time a lot of you guys will be able to play together.
Definitely. We've been together. I've been with them since I was 12, 13, but it's a great group of guys. I'm going to miss all of them.
I know you will, buddy. Well, congratulations to you, buddy, on your MVP performance here. Good luck to you at High Point University. We're proud of you, buddy.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Here's the little engine that could now. The little man who gets the win on the mound here this afternoon for the Chatham Central Bears, Mr. Keith Josie. Keith, congratulations to you, partner.
Thank you.
I tell you what, I know that after not getting the decision in Game 1, it showed in the very beginning, Keith, that you were anxious not to let the same thing happen to you today. Heck of a performance for you on the mound out there today, buddy.
Thank you very much.
Gave up 3 hits for today, and that's a pretty good day for a team that had come in hitting like the Vikings had, because they had a total here coming into this series of 21 hits, I believe it was. So, Keith, you pretty much shut them down today. What kind of emotions are you going through now, buddy?
I'm just in awe right now because we won, and we played so good. It wasn't close. We just played the best we could and went out there and won, so it was a great feeling.
Well, buddy, we want to congratulate you and the rest of your teammates on winning the 2006 state championship, Keith. Congratulations again, buddy.
Thank you very much.
That's the MVP of the tournament and the game winner on the mound for the Chatham Central Bears, Mr. Keith Josie and Mr. Spencer Andrews.
two of the 10 seniors who are the 1A state champions. The Bears have got to get down the road. I've got to get down the road because we've got to go to baccalaureate services. We do want to thank our sponsors of our game here this afternoon.